Okay, so the last word, comets. Now, comets, if we go back again to page 71, if I'm not wrong, yes, comets. Let's see, it says in there, comets are fuzzy clouds made of ice, rock, and dust. They look like streaks of light. Have you ever seen those comet rains where you see to the sky and there's a lot of like lights falling? Psh, psh. Or those beautiful stars that go and shine? That's not a star, it's a comet. So a comet, it's a mix of ice, rock, and dust. And they are very shiny. They are very bright. So you can write in there, comets are a mix of ice, rocks, and dust. Okay? And you can write as a sentence, comets are shiny and pretty. Or comets are beautiful when they're going through the sky. Or comets are bright. Okay? Next we have constellations. Let's go back to your book. In page 72, we have constellations over here. Let's see. Some stars look like they are grouped together to form patterns or pictures. These are called constellations. So we can write as a concept, sorry, I'm getting a little fat over here, that we can write as a concept for constellation. It's a group of stars together making patterns. The word pattern is in here. Or shapes. Now we can see in there Ursa Minor, and we have seen many shapes in the sky. Actually, there's a science called astronomy, if I'm not wrong, that studies the shapes of the stars and how they affect things. Some people believe in astrology, that the stars and the space and the planets affect your mood. I don't really believe in that. I believe in astronomy. In the shapes of the stars. So you can write in there that a constellation is a group of stars making forms or shapes or patterns. Okay? And we can write in there, in the sentences, we can write Ursa Minor is a constellation, or Polaris is another constellation, or the Big Dipper is another constellation. There are multiple constellations in there. Or you can write, my favorite constellation is Sagittarius or something like that, because there's millions of constellations. Two sentences. Okay. And then the final word is astronomer. Okay. So we have in there astronomer. Astronomer, it says in there, you may, in page 73. You may have noticed that stars are not always in the same part of the sky. They seem to move around during the year. However, it is Earth that moves and not the stars. Remember that we are moving around in an axis, making revolutions, orbiting the planet. Okay. So in there we have an astronomer named Nicholas Copernicus proposed this idea in the 16th century. Before that time, people thought that the sun and the earth moved around Earth. So an astronomer, as I told you, is a person that studies the stars and the planets and their movements scientifically, with science, not with Capricorn. You're gonna have a lucky day. That's astrology. That's something completely different. Astronomy studies the stars as science. How do they move? Why do they move? How does that affect the Earth? If a comet or an asteroid is gonna hit the planet Earth or something like that. Okay, so you can write in there, astronomer is the person that studies the stars, the planets, and their movements. And then you can write as an example, Nicholas Copernicus, written in page 73, was a famous astronomer that studied the Earth. The Earth mixed with the planets and the stars and the sun. Or you can write in there, astronomer studies the planets for scientific purposes. Be creative with your sentences, and remember, there's two of them. Remember that if you have questions, I want to see them in your platform DM, not in my WhatsApp. And remember, boys and girls that have a phone in your home, 7:45 to 2:25, not 9, not 10, not 1 in the morning. Someone logged a question in the platform at 1 in the morning. I don't know where your parents are at 1 in the morning, but you should be sleeping, because I was trying to sleep. I saw the message the next day and I was like, why? Why are you up at 1 in the morning? Okay, so for this week, your reading work will be based on your vocabulary, and that's basically it. I hope that you had fun this week doing this vocabulary along with me, and I hope you're excited to do this story and to continue reading our James. I hope that you have fun, and I'll see you very soon. See you guys.